Hi, loves. I hope that this video finds you in a happy, wonderful, love-filled moment. You know, I'm always here to bring the joy and bring the love and be a beacon of light and healing for this community, this Julia Speaks Love community. And today when I was meditating, I had this very beautiful vision. And it's like, I honestly, I haven't been meditating every single day for a while, but for the last 2 days, my body, my mind, my spirit has been calling me to meditate. So I listen. When I get a message, when I feel a pull from the universe to do something, honey, I listen because there's always a message there, right? When someone's name pops into your mind, when some word pops into your spirit, some idea, a hunch pops into your spirit, it's time to take action on whatever that is. Because the universe is gifting you a message. And messages don't always come the way that we expect them to. So always be listening, be looking, be aware of all the beautiful messages that the universe has just for you. And they are truly just for you. And that's the beautiful thing about it. So this morning when I was meditating, I had this beautiful vision. I remember yesterday I shared my meditation with you all. Blew my mind for real. But today's meditation was all about, and it was like right towards the end. I had a lot of thoughts, a lot of things going on in my mind as I was meditating. But towards the end, I had this very clear vision that I had this glass crystal or ball, and I was holding it like this. And through the crystal ball, I could see my true self, my unique, authentic, real, truest, most vulnerable, and in such a wonderful way, free self, like who I am at my core. And it's like that self was looking back at me in this crystal ball. And I woke up. Or not woke up, but I awakened from that experience. My eyes opened from that experience. And the message that I received was 2020 vision, clarity, total clarity. And, I think that that's what 2020 is truly about, this year of 2020. Speaking to my friend in the park today while I was walking my dog, I love having beautiful conversations in the park, and we were talking about this year, and 2020 has been such an eye-opener, literally, right? I don't know how many of you wear glasses, but I do. And the thing about wearing glasses, like right now, I'm not wearing glasses because I'm nearsighted, so I can see you all up close. But if I'm standing a few feet away, right, it's harder for me to see. And when you put on a new pair of glasses for the first time and your vision becomes clear, you receive this clarity of vision, right? You have essentially 20/20 vision, what people have when they have perfect vision when they don't need glasses. You see things in a way where you're like, whoa! Like, I remember the first time I got glasses, right? I felt like I could see everything magnified, right? Like the leaves, I could see the little veins on the leaves. I could see the details in the trees. All of these things that I didn't even know were so detailed. I didn't even know were so beautiful because I was walking through the world with a little bit of a fuzzy or blurry vision. And I think that for many of us, that is a metaphor for the way that we walk through life in general. We walk through life with somewhat of a blurry vision. We can't really see our full future. We don't really know how things are going to pan out. We don't fully understand everything that's happening around us. So we're fine, in the sense that, like, I can squint my eyes and I can see some things. I can figure out my way around. But I can't truly see with clarity the details of what's right in front of me. Because I don't have the 20/20 vision when I'm not wearing my proper glasses. And so I say all that to say, what this year is bringing for all of us is this new pair of glasses, these new lenses, the proper prescription so that we can see with literally 20/20 vision, so that we may receive clarity, like that crystal ball that I saw in my vision, of who we truly are at our deepest core. Not the stories that people have placed upon us, but who we truly are at our deepest core. Because when you're a child, right, before you are socialized and before you are told, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that, or girls don't do this or boys don't do that, before you're socialized in terms of what's acceptable in society, you do have a strong sense of self. And you do have a very sharp, clear understanding, a crystal ball understanding of who you are. I truly believe that from the age of like 1 to 7, when you're forming your concept of who you are, you still have this very strong presence of knowing and being comfortable with yourself. And then that sort of like whittles away, right, over time as you grow into adulthood, as you get a real job, as you fulfill X, Y, and Z stereotype. But during this time of quarantine, a lot of us, like where I worked was closed down, a lot of us have had to shift our understanding of who we are supposed to be and what we are doing in our lives and where we are going. And that blurry vision that I talked about, right? Not necessarily knowing exactly what your future is going to be like, is starting to smack you in the face with clarity, like, oh wait, I really need to search within. Because you know what? The true vision, the true clarity, the true sense of who you are has nothing to do with outside of yourself and everything to do with inside of yourself. The true vision of who you are has nothing to do with anything outside of yourself and everything to do with what's inside of you. Right now, we are going through a metamorphosis like a butterfly. We're all in our cocoons, where we are forced to grow wings. And those wings must be strong enough to break through the cocoon, because that determines whether we're able to fly. And you can think about that in many ways. Right now is the test of time literally, to figure out what your next step is. And there are all of these signs and symbols, if you are open to it, that are guiding you. Whether you're meditating like me, whether you are crossing paths with amazing people and having powerful conversations, because there are always messages in conversations. Always. It's never a coincidence that you cross paths with someone. There is a lesson in every conversation. There is a message in every conversation. So always be listening. And I think also at this time, there's a lot to be said about visions, dreams, and a connection to your ancestors. Because the powerful thing is that we're not alone. The things that we are experiencing now have happened in other periods of time. Not quite like this, but similarly in other periods of time. And our ancestors, our grandparents, our great-grandparents have experienced their own set of challenging moments. And the universe has given me the message today that they're always here and available to talk to you. As you know, if you've been following my page on Instagram, I have used this time to do inspirational talks like this, but also to connect with my family and try to better understand the history of my family, of which I've been documenting a little bit and sharing with you on my page. And I want to just share a few things that I've been thinking about with my family through some pictures that I have. And some of them you probably have seen because if you follow me on Instagram, I share them. This is a picture of my grandmother. Make sure you guys can see it. And this picture was probably when I was like 3 years old. And she might have been like, I don't know, in her 70s. And when I think about this picture, I feel very honored. Now, when I was younger, when I was like 2 or 3 in this picture, I had no sense, right? Because you don't really understand what your grandparents have gone through, what your parents have gone through before you. But now that I've been hearing my grandmother's story about how she came all the way to New York City and she was involved in politics and she did so many things as a young woman, I'm very inspired by her story. And I find strength to know that, and in knowing that, she was able to overcome all of that and live an amazing life. And I say that to you because if you are feeling very challenged at this time, which is totally understandable, I encourage you to find strength in those who have come before you in your family, in your mentors. And mentors can be anyone. Mentors can be in books that you enjoy reading. Mentors can be heroes, politicians, teachers from our past, in our present. Find strength in people who are your elders, who can truly guide you, because our ancestors are always here. And my friend reminded me a couple of years ago, I did a conversation speech all about following the breadcrumbs of our ancestors. They're always here, leaving us breadcrumbs, leaving us clues, sharing with us things that we need to know, that we need to see, reminding us that we are not alone. So find strength in that, you know? And in this time of 2020 vision, ask them for clarity. It is so powerful when you are able to make yourself vulnerable enough, surrendered enough, open enough to listen to what the universe has for you, directly, specifically you. You know? I want to show you this picture too while we're here. This is an original picture that I posted on my page, and it was like viral. People were like very much into it, and I was so honored by that. But this is a picture of my mom and my grandparents when my mom was about maybe 2 years old and my grandparents were in their 20s. And I just think about at that time all that they had to go through in order for them to make it through as Black people at that time, just by being Black. And that they overcame so much every day. And so for me, I find so much strength in that. I find so much power in that. I find so much beauty in that. And Beyonce has this song called Bigger. And I was listening to it on repeat today. If you haven't heard it, go on YouTube. Go listen to that song. It's called Bigger. And in the song, she keeps saying, you're part of something way bigger. You're part of something way bigger. And that line, you're part of something way bigger, is so important, especially right now, when you see what's happening to nature, how things are evolving, how things are growing, how things are thriving. When you see how much insight and intuition, if you really listen, you are able to tap into at this time, it is powerful. The earth is vibrating at such a high frequency. It is time to tap into that. This is bigger than anything we can imagine. It's bigger than anything we can imagine. And it's so important to really reflect, dig deep, write. You know, I'm a journal advocate, I'm a journal enthusiast, and I always say one of the most powerful things in terms of building a positive sense of self, having clarity in what you want in life, and building positivity in your life through gratitude starts with journaling. Get out that pen and paper, honey. Don't keep it all in your head. Ask yourself questions and allow the answers to flow through you, through the pen, onto the page. I have one more picture to share with you. This is a picture of me maybe when I was like, 3. And I look at that little girl and I think to myself, she was so spunky at that time. She was so excited about life. Never lose that spark and that spunk and that excitement about life. You are blessed every single day that you wake up with an opportunity to live out your dreams truly. The average human being only uses 10% of their brain power. The more that we tap in to our internal GPS, which I call intuition, the more powerful we become. Because power comes from within. Build your inner strength up, and your positive sense of self up, and your connection with your ancestors, knowing that you are not alone in this, up so high that your vibration is so high that you radiate an aura of light. You have so many people whose hands are resting on your shoulders and guiding you and watching out for you, directing you, showing you the way, giving you the 2020 vision, giving you the clarity. You are part of something way bigger, honey. Way bigger. And when you realize that, when you tap into that, when you connect to that power, that strength, that clarity of the 2020 vision, life shows up for you in ways you could have never even fathomed. We live in an amazing universe. Amazing universe. Tap into your power. You're part of something way bigger. Now is the time for you to step into your 2020 vision, to connect with yourself at all levels, and to tap into the clarity of who you truly are, my love. You know, I could talk about this stuff all day. This is my birthday week. My birthday is on Sunday. You know, I am trying to do as many of these inspirational talks as I possibly can. My goal is to do 30 of them. This is my 26th one. Not all of them are on Instagram, but all of them are on my YouTube channel. May this video uplift and inspire you always. I send you so much love. Share this video with someone who you know needs to hear its message. May it inspire you, uplift you, and may you live, baby, live! Live free, live brave, live authentically. I love you. I'll see you in the next video, and I send you so much love, positivity, and good vibes. Love you. Remember, keep shining your unique light. Only you have that power, and only you have that unique blessing that you've been gifted with that the world needs. So keep shining. I love you. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day.